who's going to be benched when Tyler Herro gets back. To me, it's obviously it has to be either Mitchell or Norman, and I'm thinking probably Norman. Probably, yeah, Mars. And
No
I'm
way.
thinking
I know that sounds
guy
nuts.
who's
Mars,
the fastest Heat player to 300 points in Heat franchise
I
history.
know that.
Which
I
means
know
that he
that's
did it
nuts, Mars.
faster than you know who.
Yeah,
In the prime of
LeBron
his career.
James. Yeah.
I guess.
And the reason
I'm
why
not benching him. I know that.
the reason why I'm saying that is because Norman and Tyler effectively, especially in this kind of offense, are going to be two of the same player or very similar player. I don't think you can bench Davion Mitchell without that affecting your defense tremendously. Like, I don't know if you can go out there with two guards of Tyler Herro and Norman Powell. Wasn't
That's
like that.
interesting. Which one of them has won 6 Man of the Year before?
Tyler Herro.
Tyler.
So if I was Norman Powell, I'd be like, "Hey, brother."
I'm really not mad at that.
Norman Powell has also been a very good player off the bench.
Yeah, but he ain't won 6 Man of the Year.
I've always thought that.
Whatever, I guess, brother. So one of them, they're going to be coming off the bench for each other, in my opinion. And to me, that enhances their team because now you have a scorer as good as Norman Powell playing against bench.
Did you hear the splits I read for Norman earlier on the show? Tyler Herro's never touched that. He's never going to touch those ceilings, unfortunately.
I mean, Tyler
50, 46, 88. You're sitting on the bench, buddy. Hey, you better learn. Hey, what did they call that on the sideline chill? What's the bike called? What's the bike called? Ron?
It's just called the bike.
Okay, you better learn bike, buddy, because you're going to be sitting on that bench. Better learn stationary bike. You better get warm because you're coming off the bench for me.
But Swiper, I'm not mad at that though. Like, we got something good going on. We're not about to just come back and give you the ball and fuck up everything. Mm-hmm. And you're not playing no defense. And you don't want to run the floor.
I think he does want to run the floor.
He don't want to run the floor.
Yeah, I 100% think he wants to run the floor. I'm not doing that right there, that he doesn't want to run the floor. He definitely wants to run the floor. But I always thought Tyler Herro, and I'm in the minority, I always thought Tyler Herro was a better rotation player than he was a starter. I always felt like that. I thought that he could be in not a Manu Ginobili role, because I don't think he was ever that good. But I always thought that when you're talking about a guy who can play starter minutes but can come off the bench and give you quality minutes, a bucket getter, a guy who can distribute when it's necessary, but more often a bucket getter, especially in this offense, as fast as they play, more isolation, playing faster, not playground, because it's definitely controlled chaos where the ball moves. I think he'd be great as a rotation player coming off the bench for this team. So somebody
can do that early season. By the way, you don't have to start like your best players. Like, that's also a misnomer. Like, DeAndre Hunter didn't start for Cleveland last year. DeAndre Hunter didn't start all the time for the Hawks when he was there. Like, they made him a 6-man based on what they needed, and they adjust their roster and their depth chart and their lineup accordingly. I just think where Miami is, like, I'm gonna look at it right now. Okay, I want to look at their lineups right now. So, if we just even look at like Davion Mitchell, I don't know, based on where they are right now, if they can afford to have Davion off and then put Tyler Herro on. Like, the numbers without Davion are good. Like, their defense gets better without Davion, but again, this is all early season stuff. Their offense gets better without Davion, again, early season stuff. But I do want to know, when you take Davion off and you put Tyler or Norman there, and then now it's Bam and Khalil, well, like, does the defense suffer? Like, does the structure of the defense suffer? Who's their DC? Like, who's the one that's the defensive coordinator out there? Is that Bam? Is that Davion? Does it make it easier?
They still got Aaron Wiggins too, or Andrew Wiggins too.
Right, but I'm saying, I wouldn't want to mess with it. I want to find out, is what I'm saying. I want to find out, like, if I take one of these players off, will this negatively affect our team as of right now? Can we build in Tyler Herro? That way he gets 20, 25 minutes a game coming back from injury. And then on top of that, Tyler can close the game. But I just think, David Adelman has talked about this before. Coaches have talked about this. It's not about who starts. It's always about who finishes. Finishing the game is more important than starting. Definitely. So I just think Tyler Herro, like, for as many games that they can get away with, I think they should just absolutely just allow for him to come off the bench and they figure it out as they go.
That always made me nuts when I hear that. It doesn't matter who starts, finishing the game.
It doesn't.
Matters.
Manu finished all those games with the Spurs. Yeah, he came off the bench for years.
Everyone reacts to things differently, man. It's not like
they do.
Like some people need to start the game just to like get into the flow of things. They can't just come in at the 6-minute mark of the first quarter and get into a rhythm. They can't do it. Some people can do it. Some people also just don't like the idea of, oh, I'm a bench player. Some people just don't like that. Like
mentally, that bothers them.
Like these athletes are human beings. So no matter how like, oh, it's simple. Yeah, just come off the bench. If you finish the game, it's the same thing. Yeah, cool. But it's not. Like everyone reacts to being benched.
Well, but Chill, I think the issue is.
I'm not saying I know how they'll react, but everyone.
Yeah, but I think Chill, you made that same argument for Jason Tatum in the Olympics.
Player problem.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not saying it's no. I'm saying
not
it's the reality.
It is a player problem, 100%. No, as somebody who had to shift between coming off the bench and starting, coming off the bench and starting, coming off the bench and starting, that's very difficult. I get you. It is something you have to adjust to, especially when you feel like you're one of the best players to do what you do in the world, or let alone if you have accolades. Like I understand, like if who you said who?
Tyler Herro,
yeah, he deserved it, and he deserved it. By the way, he deserved it that year. I remember I had him in 13 all the NBA the first third of the season last year, and y'all hating on me. So all I'm saying is that Chill, you made that same argument for Jason Tatum in the Olympics. The problem is that like you said that he's not getting enough burn. What do you want him to do in 10 and 12 minutes? And I'm saying, to your point, maybe Tatum's not built that way because he's never had to come off the bench for real. So for him, that's an adjustment. But there are other players that, like Devin Booker, who it didn't matter because I just want to contribute and do my job, and whatever you ask me to do, I'll do. They do have a different mindset. It's not about better or worse. But I do think there is something to, if you are in a situation and the team benefits from you coming off the bench, I think that you should be willing, as we were all told as youth through college, that if whatever works out best for the team, if this is best for the team, then and think if they were losing, Chill, if they lose, then that's a different story. Start them.
Sure, I feel like that logic works in some instances, but if I'm coming off the bench, I do need to play. And I feel like the Jason Tatum issue was completely different because he wasn't playing.
And he wasn't playing well. So what do you want? You want me to give you more time?
He wasn't playing.
But Chill. But I'm saying in your brain, you're like, you should give him more time to help him play well. When that more time would take away from people who are playing better than him.
I'm not.
That's a disservice to them.
But I don't want to shift it to the Jason Tatum conversation more than.
Well, no, we're just talking about my mentality. That's all it is.
Sure, I do understand that. But what I want to do is I want to shift it to the unit. So if I'm not starting, to Mars's point, if I'm not starting, I may come off the bench with a different mentality, and I'm just not as good coming off the bench. On top of that, with me not starting, we might not get off to a fast start. Now I'm playing in a different place. Now I'm playing with us being from behind. Now I'm playing with us being in the hole, which means that now I got to speed the game up. Now I got to do stuff that I'm not customarily used to doing, and now that can affect our team in a bad way. Just because I don't start I get that part. Just because I don't start doesn't mean that I can't finish the game. But the way you start the game matters how I play. That 100% matters how I play, because when a team comes out and they're rolling and then I get back in this, okay, I want to keep this thing rolling. If our team comes out and we're slow, and yes, I do want to bring us energy, but if our team comes out and we're not good at all, and then I come in, I can absolutely exude that too. So if a guy is used to starting and a guy is
did you come off the bench? At Utah State, or
I started a couple of games. I was better as a starter throughout the course of my career, high school, junior college, and college. I was better as a starter.
Why didn't you start?
Coming off the bench. Why didn't I start?
Yeah, was the person in front of you better or better fit for the starters?
I don't think he was better than me. I think that it was a coaching thing. I everywhere that I played, from grammar school, high school, and junior college, I started everywhere that I played. When I get to Utah State, I couldn't get off the bench, and I don't think that I was a good fit for what was going on there, because there were plenty of guys that not just at my school, but in that league that I saw that I was better than. But I just don't think that I was a good fit there. There were plenty of players in that league that I was like, I could play in front of him if I played at UC Santa Barbara, or if I played at the University of Pacific. But because of where I played, they needed me to be more of a defender, more of a distributor. I did that, but I only did it in a limited amount of time. So I wasn't really able to help the unit like I wanted to help the unit, like I've been able to help other units in the past. But I've definitely been better as a starter than I am as a rotation.
Well, Ron, you came off the bench a lot, didn't you?
No.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.